The Season 5 update is here, and we gotta talk about the short range meta. A lot of things have changed, but a lot hasn't as well. So let's hop right in. I'm gonna give you my top 5, starting with number 5, and you're not going to believe it, the Finnick.
I don't believe it.
You might have seen it pop up a couple times in ground loot. That's right, it is in some golden chests, some red chests, whatever color chests they are to you. I'm colorblind, so they look like how I want to look them. But I was like, wait a second, the Finnick, is it back? Is it not back? What's going on here? I ran the numbers, I tested it out. You can take a look here in the firing range. It is back. Now, temper your expectations for when I say it is back, okay? We're looking at a 660 millisecond TTK. That's out to about 11 meters here. Just keep in mind, that's kind of your range. But keep in mind also 660 millisecond TTK isn't something to play with. I mean, it's actually pretty decent. You look at the new static gun that just launched, that's 654 millisecond TTK. You look at the Superior, 630 millisecond TTK. 660, 630, yeah, there's definitely some drawbacks to the Finnick though. One, you're looking at, hey, slower movement speed because it is a Modern Warfare 2 gun. You can make it go a little bit quicker. ADS isn't as fast as these other guns, and sprint to fire. But if you want to try something mixing it up, the Finnick is definitely in your top 5 loadouts. And don't believe everything else you're hearing on TikTok and in all these YouTube shorts. Tried and true and tested here right for you. That's why I want to deliver this information. Let me give you the loadout so you can take your screenshot for your Finnick. So our loadout, quartermaster muzzle. That's right, that's the new muzzle. XRK adds that little speed in there. 45 round mag, we're gonna need all the bullets we can cape here. Agile stock, because we're adding that in for the ADS and we want to make sure we're getting it up and fast. And then I run the RYL 33 laser. I know some people don't like lasers inside buildings, so you could swap it for a rear grip. Depends on what you want to do. I'm trying to get the fastest ADS I can here. That is going to be your loadout, and I will hold right here so you can get your screenshot. Okay, let's roll right into number 4. Number 4 is your striker. I know not striker 9, it's going to be this striker. A couple good points here. Good movement, about 7 to 7.5 tack sprint speed, which you're gonna want when you're on the map. Then you also got a good sub 200 ADS. I prefer a sub 200 ADS when you're running an SMG, because obviously that's going to be trying to muzzle stuff it right in their face as close as you can, and you want that gun as fast coming up as fast as you can. So ADS is important. Sprint to fire is important here. It's number 4 on the list for the striker, and I'm going to run you through this build so you can get it built up for how you want to run your game style. You're looking at a 650 millisecond TTK. Like I said, these SMGs, man, it's like 600 millisecond all the way up to 660 is kind of the range where you want to stay in. I wouldn't go anything higher. It gives a good variety. You got 5 to choose from. Let's get this loadout for striker. The loadout is the quartermaster suppressor, XRK for movement, no stock for movement, and you can see, as I showed you, you're going to make sure you get a good recoil control on this gun as well. It's not too hard to maintain. 48 round mag and the Strike Recon barrel. You could look at the Elite barrel. I prefer the Strike Recon barrel. A lot of pros there in the movement and the ADS speed times. But I will pause so you can get your screenshot for your striker. Okay, coming in at number 3, we got the new static HV SMG that came through the Battle Pass. A lot of good things to go over here. One thing that I'm not really into is the iron sights here, so I always run an optic with this gun. But a couple things I really do like about this gun. No mag slot, so we have an extra attachment that we can play with. Super fast ADS at 155 milliseconds. And the sprint to fire, so that is running and then pulling your gun up. Fast as that is, the best you can outplay the person in front of you, 63 milliseconds. So there's a lot of things to like here about the static. Overall, TTK's at 654, mixing chest, head, and legs, but that's a combination of all shots. But I would say this one is a strong contender, fun to use, definitely something you want to go after in your battle pass. But let's go into the build. We got the 840 light barrel for that movement speed. Got the RYL 33 laser. Like I said, I'm a laser guy. If it's not your thing, switch it out for a different one. Paracord grip as well. That's going to help for swapping speed and handling. Then you got any optic that you would like to use, because like I said, I'm not a big iron sight person. If you are like the iron sights on this gun, then you're good. Just move it around to a different attachment. And then we're going to round it out with the 34 light stock. That's going to get you a fast movement, good TTK, fast ADS and super fast sprint to fire. The recoil is manageable. It can be a little bit crazy sometimes. So if you are not liking the optic and you want to go with just the iron sights, plug in a rear grip here and help with that recoil. And I'll pause right here so you guys can get your screenshot. So let's go into number 2 with the FJX Horus. Now, I've heard a lot of my peers in the YouTube community talk about the FJX. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'll give you the reasons why it's one of my guns that I like to use, and I'll give you some of the reasons why other peers out there and YouTubers aren't liking it. The main reason they don't like it is because it has a super fast TTK, but it's only within the first 8 to 10 meters. So it definitely dominates. It's faster than any gun. So you gotta be really up close. You gotta know that about that gun. That is the main drawback here, besides the iron sights. Again, I'm not a big fan of the iron sights here, so I do run an optic. But here are the pros. It's the fastest TTK gun SMG you can use. So if you are in a building, clearing a building, besides a 2-pump shotgun, this is the gun you're gonna win a gunfight with. Great movement speed. And the biggest thing here is if you're gonna run the jack kit will slow it down to about 654 TTK, which puts it in line with everything else. You'll get about 50 milliseconds back, 54 milliseconds back if you just run it without the jack kit. So here is the build for you. Got the quartermaster suppressor. We got the 48 round mag. I run jack glasses on it for the optic, the Ripper light stock, and we're gonna round it out with the Rust 90 light barrel. That is going to be your FJX, and I will pause here for your screenshot. And hey guys, if you're taking screenshots and you got this far in the video, don't forget to turn notifications on and hit subscribe. It really helps out the channel and I appreciate it. Let's get to number 1. Number 1 on my list and most people's list is the Superi. So the Superi hasn't changed much. I know you heard the word nerf over the season 5 loadouts. The movement speed got tweaked a little bit to bring it in line with other guns. It did not get any of its damage values changed or anything like that. You're still looking at a 630 millisecond TTK here, very fast. And the movement speed nerfs, you don't really see a whole lot of difference. You're still running 8.2 to 8.4 tac sprint, so it's going to be one of the fastest moving SMGs in the game. Very versatile too. You can run sniper support. You can run it multiple different builds. This is just for your SMG build, but it is my number 1 build. We got the quartermaster suppressor. We're going to go bore 99 short barrel. We're going to go rescue stock. We're gonna go 40 round mag. We're gonna round it out with the FTAC 98 hand stop. And I'll pause right here so you guys can get your screenshot. All right guys, that is the top 5. If you want more videos like this, click or touch the screen now. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next video.